Hi crafters. I'm going to give you a minute to get in here. I've had a few of you message saying you're having a hard time finding me, so let's see who we can get in here. Okay. Hi William. Hi Jean. Thanks for coming to my live. How's everyone's weekend going? I'm just going to give, oh, I see the love popping on the screen. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes to see if there's anyone else who wants to join. Sometimes it's hard to find the link. I did find my sheet, thank you. At the last minute. Well, what was happening is Bill and I were trying to put a door handle on our front door, and we were having troubles getting the screws put into the matching up, and so there was a little bit of frustration involved with that. And so then I told him, I said, I need to go and kind of prepare myself for this live. So today before I get going, I do want to let you know there's like a 7-second delay from whenever I say something to when you hear it. So I might not be able to respond, and a lot of times when I'm working on projects, it's hard to watch the screen and respond to questions or stuff, so I will do that. I'll go back through after the video, and if there's any questions or anything. Okay, looks like this is it. Let's get started. So I try to think of different projects to bring you on my Facebook Lives for different ideas of how to create. And hey Heather, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it so much. And so, as I've watched some of my videos, I did the watercoloring video last time, I thought, well, maybe I'll do something less complicated and quick and easy. I think a lot of times as crafters we get excited on our card making projects to do layer upon layer upon layer, kind of like what you see on our new catalog. There's a lot of layers going on here, and sometimes it's the simplest thing that actually can get a card out quickly when you need one quickly. So I have 2 stamp sets here today that I want to use, and I'm going to probably do 2 different cards with them. But the first one is this paint plate, and if you've followed my blog at all, you'll know that this is one that I've used before. I've used it in a couple of different places, but you may not have known, because a lot of times I like to use these images instead of, like, this is a flower, which I think I did do one with a flower like that, but I like to use them as background images. And then this one, and I wanted to show you about this one. This is called Hello Friend, and it's kind of at the beginning of our book in our set section. And a lot of times this one, it's right here. So Stampin' Up makes it easy for you. You can use their products with their stamp set to make cards that coordinate, and they have embellishments and everything, and it's all cut and done for you. All you have to do is put them together your way. You can see they're showing that. Or you can just buy the set. the stamp set. And I just got the set because I'm kind of one who likes to make my own stuff. And I thought it was really cute, but I really liked this great big hello. I thought it was dramatic. Of course, I like the wreath too. Who doesn't like wreaths? And I like this background. So I'm going to use both sets to make two different cards for you today. Let me pull this out of the way. Okay, earlier in my post I said I lost my hello Miley, aw, love her, lost my window sheet. This is the window sheet. So as I was getting ready to decide what I wanted to do as a project for today, my mother actually gave me the idea of using a window sheet to cut out, and I just use our layering oval framelit set, and I use the largest, not the scalloped oval, but just the largest oval, and cut it out in a window sheet. And so I'm going to start off. I use a piece of Whisper White that I have cut in half. It's 8.5 by 11, and then I fold it at 4 1/4. And I'm going to just use a bone folder to get a good crease on there. And then I like to determine where I want my image. So I think I want him dead center. And I use painter's tape, that blue tape. You can use whatever you want, but I like painter's tape. I set it down on my little mat here, and I don't press really hard, but just enough to secure it in place. What I like about the painter's tape is it'll come back up without ripping the paper if you don't press super hard. But see, now my image is held in place, and maybe I should have done that up a little bit so you guys can see. I can't tell what you can see in the... So what I'm going to do, this is the card that I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you how to make that. I started off with 3 colors, Blushing Bride, Calypso Coral, and Flirty Flamingo. And I start with the Blushing Bride, and I'm just going to come in with section of sponge. Now everybody will have a different tip on how to sponge. On these little mats, I like to kind of sponge off a little bit and then go into my project. Now I want this to be kind of uneven. I want some spots lighter, some spots darker. The reason why I sponge off is if I were to put it down directly on my project, there's usually like kind of a buildup of color, and so sometimes you get like a lot of color and then you've got a really soft outline. So that's why I do that. You can do as little or as much as you like. I like that center being a little bit lighter in color. So, okay, good. So that's all I'm going to use for the Blushing Bride. When I look at this color combo, I think that this middle one is actually kind of a middle color, but when I stamped it, believe it or not, it was the brighter color. So sometimes it pays to check stuff out first, do it on a scrap piece of paper. However, I liked the effect. So this is a little swirl in Paint Play, and I just ink it up, and I'm going to ink it up again, and I'm going to turn it, and you can put it wherever you want to. I'm going some off, some on. There's one completely on. I like the feeling of kind of like freeform jazz, freeform stamping. Okay, that was the Flirty Flamingo. Then I'm going to come back in with Let me pull out the stamp set so you know which one. The Paint Play stamp set. It's this image. And I felt like that was the one that I just did the swirls, and the one I'm going to use now is this one, and I just felt like they kind of matched. And I'm going to do the Calypso Coral. And I'm doing full strength in all of these colors. So stamp it down wherever you want to put. I do like to turn them, but to stamp your images however little or much you want. Where's Courtney? That just sounded like Bob Ross, and she was kind of telling me the other day that I sounded like Bob Ross. A happy little tree. Okay, so then for taking it off of your paper, I usually pull the plastic piece up. Ta-da! Then you just can throw these away. And this is reusable. Just wash that off, it's reusable. So, okay, now, then I am not the most straight stamper. I have friends who can just look at the image, stamp it down, but I'm going to go in with the basic black ink. This is our archival ink. Some people like Memento. This is my go-to ink, and make sure it's stamped up really well. But I just put the Stamp-A-Majig where I think I want the image, and I'm gonna like it there, I believe. So I lay the plastic the way I want it. Heather, you pull out your stamps and you tell Miley to get Stampin' with you. Don't let those go to waste. Ta-da! Okay, so that's that image. And then I just determine where I want friend. Hi, Shelley. Thank you for coming by. It's kind of hard to tell when you've got a camera in your face. Small stamp, small pressure. Okay, so there we've got the background and we've got the sentiment on there. Now, on the one that I originally made, I used the Calypso Coral, but I do have the Flirty Flamingo, which would be kind of cute, and I also thought Baker's Twine. If you want to go really simple, you can do the Baker's Twine. You never knew how the Stamp-A-Majig worked, Heather? No way! Well, for someone who wants to always be precise, yes, that's what you need. I'm glad I could show you that. Yep, you just stamp on it. I'll be using it again for my next project. I know, like, Dina and everyone can just look at it and stamp it down so straight. I can't. I'm also bow challenged. I think I'm going to do, I did the Calypso Coral last time. I think I'm going to do the Flirty Flamingo, unless we think that this looks like it's too much. Is that too busy and this comes off? Maybe the Calypso comes off a little more. I think I like the Calypso. I think it's not as busy because I've got kind of that busy background going on. So you can do a bow, you can do a knot, it's up to you. I tend to be bow challenged, so I do a lot of knots, but when I'm on here on video, that's when I get nervous and have trouble. I'm trying to get this straight, and I don't know why it's not working. Okay, see what I mean? I get bow challenged. And yet, my mother, a lot of my friends can do it like no problem. Bill, you could probably do it too, if you're watching. Okay. Even with all of my challenges, for those who have been following me, my bow challenges, I still craft. Yay! Okay, so there's the first one. And I actually kind of like that one better than the original one that I did. I did a little bit softer and I like it better. So you can see how each one comes out a little bit different. That's the beauty of hand stamped. So let me move these items out and bring out my next one, which, again, the whole point is not only to show how to use both of these stamp sets, but also how to do projects that don't have a gazillion layers. We get so used to doing projects with a bunch of layers that we kind of get frustrated, I would say. I know you do, Jean. Add a bow here, put something there, add some shimmer, you know, something, and then next thing you know, you are not liking your project. So I'm going to get out my next one, and this one I use Bermuda Bay and Lemon Lime Twist. I love this combination, just love it. Well, I've loved Bermuda Bay since the very first time I saw it, and I'm usually a pink gal, but I absolutely love this kind of blue-green. And I don't know what ribbon I want to use on this. I used this last time, but I also have some baker's twine, so we'll see what I end up on this one. So this one, we're not going to do any sponging. It's even quicker. Just start off with half of Whisper White and fold it in half. And then I'm going to start off with the Lemon Lime Twist, which is my newest favorite green. If you were here a few years back, we had one that was called Lucky Limeade, I think is what it was called, and I was nutty over that, and I cried when it went away. But every time they take something away, they always seem to replace it. So I'm just going to use the Hello Friend, and I'm going to use the wreath from it, and I'm going to ink it up, and I'm going to do this one. Let's change it up a notch. I'll do this one this way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up a little bit higher than half, and I'm just going to ink that image really good. Press it down. Is it International Bow Day? Oh my gosh, Shelly. I love it when you post those things on Facebook. Love it. Okay. Beautiful wreath right there. With all you do is ink and stamp. I love that stamp set. Love it. So then I'm going to go back in with the flowers, and they have a set of circular flowers. I just cut mine down because I do not like to have smudges in my projects. I do get them from time to time, but try not to rock. Ink it up. What I have found is if you try to get these really close together on here, you end up kind of overlapping. So if you just do them like only 3 and kind of give a little bit of space in between, because each of these have a little space in between, you come out pretty good on your project. So I'm just gonna right-handed, so I'm gonna start here at the right. And just 3 times around. Okay. I could have used the Stamp-A-Majig, Heather, but I didn't. Okay, so Now I have to decide. The one that I originally has the Bermuda Bay, and it has the Happy Birthday from the other stamp set, but I'm doing this a little bit different. I don't know that well, maybe I do. Do I want to do Happy Birthday? Maybe I do. Maybe I... Is this what they call a conundrum or however you say it? I could do Happy Birthday this way. I could do Be Happy and do B in the middle and then Happy here. That might be kind of cute. Let's swap it up, shall we? I didn't plan on this, but my mood hit. Because this is a happy card. And oh no, you guys. I just lost my Stamp-A-Majig. Here it is. See, I had them pre-done, but since I don't, Heather, you're gonna, for this one, you're gonna get to see it raw and in action. So, basic black. My B, ink it up, nice and inky. Make sure. Push that up to that edge. So there's my B. So if I want to, I can do B. I can see it on my project. And then Happy. It'd be cute if I had a little bumblebee. Or I could do Hello, Friend, Happy, ooh, Birthday. Ooh, I still like the Happy Birthday. Okay, which one? Happy Birthday or Be Happy? Happy would be down here, so it would be Happy. Now I'm thinking I like the Happy Birthday. Happy. Yep, I'm thinking the same thing. Happy Birthday. But you have to try. That's how you know. So do I want it up here? I want it here. I don't like things so centered sometimes. Okay, 2 Happy Birthdays. We're going with Happy Birthday. Oh, Shelly had to throw the Be Happy. Ah. Whose birthday's coming up? Shelly, when's your birthday? Heather, when's your birthday? Miley, when's your birthday? I didn't. I think there's a delay before I pat this down, but I'm gonna. Whoever's birthday's first, let me know. January 13th, June. Miley's September 24th. Miley, mine's September 29th. This is gonna be Miley's. I'm sending it to Miley. We're doing Happy Birthday. That was decided right there. Miley, you're going to have to send me your address. It's going to be early. I'm sending it now because if I don't, I'll forget. That's what it's like being old. How old is Miley going to be? Okay, there's the Happy Birthday part. Way cute. Okay, so there's pool party ribbon. 9! Oh my gosh, 9 is a great age. I loved 9. I'll be 50 September 29th, Miley, so I'm a little older. I'm not sure if I'm liking that as much as I like this. What does Miley like? Does she like this ribbon or the baker's twine? The ribbon, Miley, the ribbon. Or I could do a combination of both, actually. I have an idea. Maybe I could do a combination of both. Maybe what I could do ribbon and twine. All right, Shelley. Both, she says. Yay! I've got an idea. I don't know if it'll work yet, so bear with me. But what if I stick this on the edge and I cut off a piece of twine. Well, I cut off a very large piece of twine. And I tie a bow on it like this. Where's that sister of yours, Miley? Where's she at? Okay, I have a huge piece of twine, so I need to start over. I told you I was bow challenged. That is way too big. We're going to cut that in half and try again. If you like this, Miley, you got to have your mom get her stuff at... Oh, Lauren's at the library? You got to have your mom get her stuff out and play with you. When's Lauren's birthday? If I send one to Miley, I'm going to have to send one to Lauren now. Hi, Amanda. All right, let's cut this off. Okay, that came out a whole lot different than what I thought, Miley. October 25th, so hers is coming up too. So I'll tell you what, the original way and Miley's way. Mom, you're just going to have to send me the address for the girls, okay? And so then, and then here was the first card with the sponging. And then the second card. So the whole point was just to show you that you don't have to do layers upon layers to have a pretty card. It's simple, it's easy, it's just a little bit of stamping and fun. And there you have it. I appreciate everyone tuning in to my video and being supportive. And Miley, I'm so glad you showed up too. Get your mom playing with her stamps and stuff. If you are interested in any of purchasing any of these products, you can always make your way to my store. Go to piccadillystampin.com. I have a link to my store there. I have a link to my blog there if you want to see other projects that I've done and other videos. I appreciate just liking and sharing this video if you know anybody who is interested in stamping and paper crafts. I'm going to be getting ready to do some Halloween stuff here real soon. So maybe Miley, you can tune back in and watch me do some Halloween treats. Okay, everyone, I will be posting this to Facebook and to my blog later today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Get creative, stamp away, Heather, and send me that address, okay, so I can send the girls something for their birthday. Thanks, Miley, for tuning in. Love you guys. Bye.